So OpusClip just launched an MCP server where we can now connect this tool to any AI agent like Claude, Claude Code, Cursor, ChatGPT, Codex, etc. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to connect the OpusClip MCP to Claude Code, and I'm also going to show you some real-world use cases of why you would want to do this. So be sure to stick around for the full video. And if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan. I'm a six-figure AI entrepreneur, and I've been in the marketing industry for over a decade now. And if you want to know my favorite AI marketing tools, automations, skills, and more, be sure to get my free AI Marketing Essentials Guide. You can find the link for this in the video description or pinned comment below. So first of all, if you've never heard of OpusClip, this is a very popular AI tool that takes long-form video content and seamlessly chops it up into short-form clips that can be posted on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and other socials. And admittedly, I haven't used OpusClip in probably over a year at this point, mostly because I have a short-form editor that makes higher quality shorts, but also because it was very time-consuming to go in, look at each short that it created, gauge quality, make edits to the headlines, etc. I just didn't want to deal with that time constraint of using OpusClip to gauge quality. Now, if I wanted to blast out short videos at volume here, I could definitely do that, but I'm always trying to gauge quality, and that was the bottleneck. Well, now with this MCP, this is theoretically going to make this process much easier. But in order to use the OpusClip MCP, I first need to call this out. You must be on a pro plan or a business plan. If I do a Command F for MCP, you'll notice at the bottom where it says MCP connector that you have to be on that pro or business plan in order to use it. They do have a free trial, so I'd recommend if you want to try this new OpusClip MCP server, get on a free trial. That way you can test it out. Now, once you're signed up for the OpusClip MCP, the next thing that we need to do is we need to integrate it. So I'll leave this link in the video description below, as you will need this. And the way I did this, and I already have it integrated, I'm just going to show you how I would do this, is through Claude Code. And you'll see here, this is the prompt that I gave it. I need you to add the OpusClip MCP right here, where I literally just gave that URL from that OpusClip MCP page I was just on right here. And then I also found some MCP setup documentation. I'll leave that link in the description below. A lot of times when I'm setting up MCPs, I always like to throw in the documentation just so Claude Code and its subagents have some other references and context to scrape when it's doing this. And then I just said, save this where you store all my MCP credentials. Let me know when it's finished. So it went through all of this. And something to note is that once you go through this step, you will need to authenticate this MCP server. And so how you do that is /MCP, you'll see MCP servers right here, and then you'll see OpusClip, but it will say needs authentication or needs auth. Obviously, I've already connected mine, so that's why it says connected. So what you would do is you would click this needs auth. That would open up the authentication in a new window, and it's just a couple of clicks after that, but you must be signed up for that pro account on OpusClip or this will not work. So that is the integration side of things, right? And so once it's integrated, the next question you probably have is, well, how can I use this and why would I use this? And the way I'm going to explain this to you is I'm going to talk about one of my recent videos that I created going over this new short form video workflow. I'll leave this video in the description below. If you guys haven't seen this yet, I'd recommend watching this first, where basically I go on these walks and every day I just pull up my phone and just record my raw, authentic thoughts in the world of AI and marketing. And this is good, right? It's just my raw thoughts. There's really no other edits or anything to these short clips. But I had some good feedback from my visitors here, my viewers, and they said, Ryan, why don't you add captions to this just to make it easier to follow? Or why don't you add a logo or other elements to it? And that's where this OpusClip MCP comes in. So yesterday, what I did is I tested this out for the first time, and I'm going to play with you the first video that it created and edited for me. One question I get every day at this point is, Ryan, how do I make money with AI? And my answer is going to be different than and you'll notice here the Ryan Dozer logo is there, and it also has those in-video captions that are also on brand to my brand colors, right? The white and the blue. Versus before, when I didn't have those captions or the logos, it was just the raw video like this. Here's today's AI marketing minute, as that's what which is fine, right? But it adds, I would say it makes the short videos better with just having those captions in there. And so what you can do inside OpusClip to start, this is what I would recommend you do first before you go down the rabbit hole of creating videos, is I would create a brand template. And with this brand template, you can give it a logo. Like you'll notice right here, I have my Ryan Dozer logo. You can also come in and edit captions. You can do things with stock video B-roll. You can add emojis. There's a lot of different things that you can edit here. I would just suggest that you have a brand template and not the default AI slop, OpusClip template where every time you see a short video with that green and yellow captions, oh, that's OpusClip, right? At least that's my first thought as I see a ton of these shorts blasted out everywhere. So make sure that you have your brand template created. So now let's actually go through a real world workflow using this OpusClip MCP. And so today, literally 10 minutes ago, before I hit record here, I went on and did another walk where I just dumped a, random thought that I had about AI marketing. And here is that video right here. It's about avoiding tribalism in AI. And so all I can do now is, first of all, I'm going to come into this Google Drive folder. I'm going to copy this video link. I'm going to pull up Claude Code here. And remember, I already have the MCP server integrated. So I'm going to open up a new chat. And I already have what's called a / command created for this exact workflow, which I talked about in the first video. This is called short video dump. So I'm going to click short video dump. I'm going to make sure I'm bypassing permissions here. And then I'm going to give it the Google Drive URL. This is that URL of that video. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click enter and I'm going to skip ahead and wait till this part is done. All right, and so while it was going through this loop, you'll see here it's asking me some questions. First, about the aspect ratio. Yes, I want the portrait 9:16, but what's also cool about this is it's asking about the template. Notice, remember I had the Ryan Dozer brand template saved. So it says, yes, use my brand template, renders with Ryan Dozer brand, or you can use one of the stock presets, but this is why you need to create a brand template. So I'm gonna check that, click submit answers, and let's wait until this part is done. All right, so after about a minute, Claude Code came back and let us know that this video was successfully edited and rendered on OpusClip. And so you'll see here, it's giving me a recommended caption for my social profiles. This is all trained on a skill as part of this workflow. It's called the social caption generator. I actually really like it for the topic of this video with hashtags and everything. But before we schedule this out to my social platforms, I first want to look at what the video looks like, make sure there were no errors or anything. So what you can do is actually go into your OpusClip dashboard and you'll see here, this is the video that was just edited. So if I click on this, I first want to make sure that this worked properly with captions, with the logo, etc. So let's play it really quick. Something I've noticed that's very prevalent in the AI space is tribalism, right? It's this versus that. So it looks like it worked correctly. It's got the white captions, it's got the logo in the top right, which looks nice. The one thing I noticed it didn't do in this use case is it didn't add that shade of blue, which I thought I had in the brand guide, maybe not, I don't know. But anyways, now that this works correctly, I'm gonna go back to Claude Code and I'm going to schedule this across all of my social platforms. So what I'm gonna do is I'm simply gonna say, copy that caption. I'm going to say, I like this caption, and we're going to paste that below here, paste it right here. And I'm going to say post on all Ryan Dozer social media accounts, but don't use hashtags on X or LinkedIn. Right? I only want to use hashtags on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So I'm going to click enter and I'm going to skip ahead and wait till this part is done, as what it is going to do is it's going to first call OpusClip for that video, and then it's going to call the Blotato MCP, so it uses Blotato to post across all of my socials. All right, and after about a minute, you'll see here that short video along with that caption has now been successfully posted across my Ryan Dozer social accounts. It even includes the live URL. So if I want to click X, for instance, let's go ahead and look at this one as an example. You'll notice here that it's going to pull up a new tab and it's going to put that post with the video and the captions. Let's see what it looks like here as this is live on X now. Very prevalent in the AI space is tribalism, right? It's this versus that. And that looks good, right? I'm going to look at my other socials later on, but I just wanted to confirm that this process worked. Now let's look at one more real world use case for this OpusClip MCP. So another real world workflow that I could find myself using the OpusClip MCP for is taking a raw podcast episode draft and then using the OpusClip MCP to create shorts, but make sure that they're on brand, they're using my skills to create proper captions. You might be thinking, Ryan, why don't you just take a Google Drive link right here, upload the file, or drop a YouTube URL and just let normal OpusClip do its job? There's a big problem with doing that. Number one is efficiency, and number two is to ensure quality. If I do it this way through the MCP, so let's actually do this in real time. I started a new chat here of Claude Code. I had something ready to go where I'm going to say use the OpusClip MCP to create short form clips. Actually, I'm going to ask it to just create, we should probably give it a number here. I'm going to say, let's create 10. Actually, let's do five short form video clips from this podcast that are on brand. Here's that Google Drive, URL from that long podcast episode. And then I'm going to say, use my short video dump skill to help with the captions. This is why you would do this, is because you have skills and systems set up in your Claude Code interface here with VS Code for me, where this is going to do proper captions and anything else that you want to do versus letting OpusClip just create captions on its own. This ensures quality, which is why I'm doing it this way. And so I'm going to skip ahead, wait till this part is done. All right, so after about 5 minutes, Claude Code came back, and here are the finalized clips after they were rendered and whatnot. And that's what takes the longest amount of time here, is just all that rendering and whatnot that goes into videos. But here are the clips with the topic and the captions. Remember, it used that skill in order to create those captions. And another reason why you would do this is that these little things here, like not adding hashtags to X or LinkedIn, right? This all plays into the workflows of Claude Code versus going to OpusClip on the website and trying to do all of this manually. It's just so tedious, and it's another thing to think about. But if we go ahead and click this, it'll pull up OpusClip in a new window. And what I noticed when I looked at this the first time is it actually created about 25 clips, so not what I instructed. And honestly, it's frustrating because it takes credits, obviously, every time it does this. So it didn't follow directions when I said create 5 clips, although, again, this is the first iteration of this OpusClip MCP, so I expect some hiccups along the way. But if we pull up Claude Code, you'll notice it gave this one an 88 score, an 86 score, right? So I actually want to find those videos. So if I go into Claude Code, let's go back to OpusClip. Here is that first video from the table, and then here's the second one. Let's go ahead and actually play this to see what it looks like. Many people may not realize that 80 to 85% of Fortune 1000 companies in the US, meaning the 1,000 biggest companies. So I like that clip, and I actually like that segment of what I'm talking about there, with Microsoft AI being in about 80 to 85% of Fortune 1000 companies. But I noticed that the caption is blocking the guest's mouth, right? So what I would do in these podcast clips going forward is I would probably center the caption versus my videos. It makes sense where it's just me talking to have those captions on the bottom, where if you have 2 people on the screen, you probably want those in the middle. So not bad, like, yes, you could come in here and you could make tweaks and make edits and whatnot. But that's just another real world use case for OpusClip here with the MCP inside Claude Code. And if I go ahead and click these, watch them, and let's say I like them, again, I could pull up that Blotato MCP and say, perfect, go ahead and schedule this clip about the Fortune 1000 stat across all my platforms. Or go ahead and schedule this clip about vibe coding the Power Platform or the Daily Reports agent. Schedule that for tomorrow at 10 a.m. using the Blotato MCP, or Friday at 10 a.m. using the Blotato MCP, right? And this is exactly why I am so, I'm pushing you guys to stay in this interface, is because we don't have to leave outside of reviewing the actual videos. We can schedule to social media. We can come in here and create skills and just stay in this same interface with Claude Code, where we can sync up MCPs like OpusClip, create skills, etc. But I could probably go on and find more use cases for this, and I'm excited to see what this team at OpusClip does as they're continuing to refine and reiterate their new MCP server. But if you've made it this far into the video, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you've tested the OpusClip MCP server, curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are, what use cases you're using it for. But again, also, if you've made it this far, I truly appreciate your support. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, I hope you all have a great day.